What's up, guys? I'm a Cat42 here, wishing you a lovely day. I've decided that video I just posted, not good enough. So we're gonna do something better. I'm doing a base tour of my base in the Minecraft Beta 1.7.3 server called Old School Minecraft, or OSM. I would be greeting you in third person right now, but I don't think you want to see the back of my head. Yeah. And so we got, let's show off the base now. So what we got is a treehouse, the very classic. This is one of the first builds I made. Just, chest of infinite riches up there. All sorts of crap. This is held up by 3 large oak trees, this tree being the first. We then head out of here into random chests, tree farm that I'm trying to get rid of. Every single river you see here, unless it's one I specified, every single river I made. So this I made, river runs under this bridge. This pond here existed, but I made the river connecting to it, or I guess creek. I planted all these trees because we had I broke them all. That's my brother's base, and this is just, I built this farm. He just built his house right next to my farm. River here with another bridge. We got the pathways, of course. This area is the first area I filled with water, and it was actually just a really big, ugly dirt gash, pretty much, in the ground. I can speak. And so I decided to dig it out a little bit more, this area, and fill it with water and have it feed into this area. It feeds into Over here, this ominous cobblestone structure is my mine, fully equipped with piston activated door, which you can't see because I put the lever over there to hide all the redstone. That just goes down. That's my strip mine, where I get diamonds. Over here is my nether portal, which I didn't like how the nether portal looked in contrast with everything else. Excuse me. So what I decided to do is to hide it down here. This is really loud, I'm getting more than that. But what I decided to do is hide it down here with the sugar cane and the tree and crap. Yeah. Now it's becoming night. This server's nice because you can vote day, and then it becomes day. If I have to fight things, I will. I'm keeping it in this mode where you don't see the GUI because I think it looks nicer. I don't think you guys want a chat box filling up half the screen. It's a fairly active server. So this river here I built connects to a pond over there, and this hooks up to that. I just realized how this isn't at all how hydrodynamics work. There are 2 rivers feeding into one basin. This should be bigger, but I don't really care. So if there's any river nerds in my viewer base, suffer. We next move on to an area where I haven't added trees yet. I'm gonna walk up here first, as this was one of the next builds I made. I really need to add more stuff. This is what is a church. Oh my gosh. Okay, this, I cannot speak properly all of a sudden. This is a church that I built. Didn't take too long. I didn't want to use stairs because complicated. So instead I stuck with full blocks. I think it looks nice. We walk into here, I can close the door. We got, the pews, we got this, we got a painting of Rick Astley, normal stuff you'd find. Down here is my cobblestone catacombs filled with cobblestone. Every single chest has a lot of cobblestone. Like this one. And this one. All the holes are me grabbing dirt or just materials I need. Yeah, that one also has cobble. I dug out a really big tunnel and it gave me a lot of cobblestone. It was like a 12,000 block tunnel. So, yippee! Gosh, I can flutter clicking here. This was another, so a lot of these were just random holes on the ground that I filled with water, such as this one that flows down into that, which I also made. This was also just a hole in the ground. Again, I don't like holes in the ground, so I fill them with water because they look nicer. I'm getting trapped in my own waterfall. And so this, along with this river, feeds into this area. That, okay, this large pond here was already here. I just kind of added to it. Which brings me to the next thing, the village. This was actually originally going to be an entire grove of leafless trees called Herobrine Valley, but I decided on this instead. This looks nicer. So you walk through here, there's the path and all this. None of these really have it. None of these houses have anything in them. There's the dock, I'll get to that in a second. I have a picture that I took of a sunset pretty early on in the construction of this thing that was right here. I'll flash it up on screen. Someone then painted it. I'll also flash that up on screen. I did not paint it, someone else did. It's a really cool painting. And so you walk down here, there's this house, and then this path will take you to the dock. And as you can see, there's a boat. I also made the boat. It looks okay. I feel like those sails should be higher up, but yeah. So yeah. We have boat. What does the sign say again? It says boat. Gosh. And now we go down. Yeah, I have nothing in the boat. Actually, hold up. I didn't realize it was so dark in here. Alright, next up in the tour, I did nothing over there. Next up in the tour is more water stuff. I made a lot of rivers. So we're gonna head over here. Sand. Yeah, now we have the water that flows through here. Very, very nice. This was actually also just another hole in the ground that I decided to fill in. This was a hole in the ground. That waterfall goes to one of those underground pools of water. I did not make that. This I just made today, actually, because I got bored, and it looks nicer. This was a cave that I covered up. And then this takes us back to this river, which is the back of the compound. I want to put a Herobrine shrine up there just for the heck of it. And so you come over here. This tree took me 50 tries to actually get to grow. This pond was already here, so I just connected water to it. Yep. And now we're back here. This was actually... this was filled with lava. This was the lava pool right here. And I come over one day, bunch of sheep, I come over one day, and the lava's just gone. So it's just this stone crater in the ground, and I didn't like that. So I then took this, covered up all the stone, filled it with water, and connected it to this. There is actually a cobblestone generator here. Jeez. It does work if you are actually able to catch this stuff. And, I'd say that concludes the tour. Oh, there's one thing I do want to show off. I want to see if this still exists. preface by I did not make this structure. Someone else did. A man by the name of, I believe, Gotham. The signs are over here. Or not a man, I don't know. A guy by the name of Gotham. Person. Yes. This person began the construction on this thing. Let me quickly. Now, I decided to finish it because as you can see, they haven't been on since last year. And so I found the structure, and what I had done was basically finish the roof, got this lattice structure on this one, far corner, one over there. The floor wasn't fully finished. I added in all the torches. I don't know why nothing's loading. And as you can see, there's trees up there. This is an entirely enclosed area. It's just nothing's loading in because of how big this is. And as I typed it in the home name, I call this the Farmaceum. The Farm Coliseum. So I'm just walking around loading all the chunks. Because I didn't realize it wouldn't. I can go up top. And so yeah, I went up and built... He built the whole structure, like the entire... He had... Or they had the whole outer area. That farm and that lattice. Hey. Alright, he had that farm and that lattice, and then that farm. And yeah, it just looked unfinished and weird, and he started on some sort of dirt thing, and so I finished this and went up top into the dirt thing, and there's grass up there too. It was like grassy dirt. So he was growing grass, and so I decided, you know what? I'll grow grass. So if you come up here, this is all me. I put all the stuff on top, grew all the trees, and some of the trees haven't grown yet. I haven't been here in a bit. There's even animals spawning up here. It's a very lush green area, which is kind of nice. You got the farms below and this nice thing up top. Someone else built all that, and yeah, I built the path coming along here. So I'll head over to the entrance, show that off. Yep. Started by Gotham, finished by AmaCat42. So, that's everything. I'm gonna head back home now. Now we're back here. That concludes the tour. As you can see, because all the chunks are loading in, you can see my strip mine down there. Oh my gosh. That's actually hilarious looking. That's so cool. Anyway, yeah. I'm gonna leave you guys with this amazing image, and I love y'all. Thank you for watching my videos. Hope to see you in the next one. Subscribe, I guess. Leave a like as well. There comes the top layer. And yeah, I'm not that good with outros.